Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about geometry concepts. As I am taking the first class for your students, what you need to do is you keep it one unruled book for geometry part, and then we are going to study a basic concept or fundamental concepts of geometry in this chapter. And then first in this chapter we shall study about few of the terms like point, line segment, ray. Okay, these are the basic things in the geometry. That's why they have said basic geometrical objects. Whatever we are considering here, line segment, ray, and all those depends upon the concept of point. That's why it is called as basic geometrical object. Why means all other things depends upon the concept of point. Same concept of point we are extending into line, and then line segment, and then ray. All these things are part of each other. That's why we will consider it as a basic geometrical objects. Like starting with point, whatever we are considering the plane of the paper, we are just how we will consider the point means, first of all, it is a basic geometrical object. We will call it as basic geometrical object. Why means all other things, all other objects are depending upon the concept of point. Okay, for example, I will give in geography we are considering about how will you mention the places and all that. How will you mention means we will consider about we just put the dot in the place and then mention the name of that place. That's how we are considering the concept of point here. That's why they have said that it has some position. If you want to represent a point, how will you represent means it is represented in the form of some position. That means just put a dot on the sheet of paper or anywhere. That means any plane if we consider plane or sheet of paper, we consider sheet of paper is also called as plane. Otherwise board also, if we consider, it is also called as plane, flat surface. If we just put a point, and that we can call it as a position. That's why we have said that it has some position. That means I can mention any places in the form of example. Point, for point we can give it any geographical place or location. If you want to represent, we will represent it just by putting a dot and then naming that place. That is how they are represented. Point is represented. Here there are some basic characteristics related to the concept of point. First one is it has some position. That means it has some position means I can just, if I want to represent anything, just you put the dot on in that place and then we are representing it as a point. Okay, that means that's why it is called as some position. And then it has neither length nor breadth or thickness. That means it has neither length. We are not going to write point as 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter like that. In that way we are not going to represent a point. We are just, that's why it is called as it has neither length nor breadth. That means it has no measurement. We can call it as it has no measurement. Just it is representing the position. Okay. Next one is it is represented in the form of dot using capital letters. If you want to represent a point, how will you represent means they are given that it is represented in the form of dot. Just put the dot and then we are writing it in the form of capital letters. Any letters you can consider, but it should be a capital letters. That's how we are going to represent a point. These are the basic things. Which is the first one? It is a basic geometrical object. Why it is basic geometrical object means all other, whatever the terms we are considering, it all depends upon the concept of point. Next one is it is just a part of line segment, ray, whatever we are considering, it is just part of all the objects. That's why it is called as basic geometrical object. Whatever the thing you consider, it contains a point. Next, it has some position. We are just it is not that we can see, but just we are representing in the form of dot on the plane sheet of paper. Okay, That's why it is called as, it has some position. Some position means I can represent that point just by considering the dot. Next, it has neither length nor any breadth nor thickness. That means it is not having any length. That means we can't measure the point. Just we can represent it, but we cannot measure point in the form of length, breadth or thickness. If we consider next, it is represented in the form of dot using capital letters. Whatever the point we consider, we can represent just in the form of dot, and then we can just use the capital letters. Always you should use capital letters to represent the concept of point. These are all the important points you should remember about the concept of points. Next we shall move for the concept of line based on the concept of point, because whatever line, segment and ray, all these three depends upon the concept of point. Next concept related to the fundamental concepts is the concept of line. Here if we are going to define what is a line here. Line means it should contain, it is defined as a collection of points. Okay, we are joining the collection of points, then we can call it as line. With the arrowheads, we are also considering the arrowheads. That means on both the direction we need to consider the arrowheads. Line means it contains infinite number of points. There are infinite number of points which we can't count there. Okay, that's why it is called as collection of infinite points. We call it as line. And then we can call it as, it has some position. Already we know that point has some position, and then here in line it contains length, position also, length also. It has some position and even it has length. Length means it is extending, it can be extended to any length. Just it will move on in both the directions. Okay, this line actually moves on both the directions, and then it has no breadth and thickness. This has only length but no breadth and thickness. We can't measure the breadth or thickness of this line, but we can only tell it is 5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, 15 centimeters, like that. In the case of line, especially line, we can't tell the measurement also, because it is extended on both the direction in infinite way. That's why we can't measure even line also. Okay, if we want to measure, just we need to consider 2 points present on the line, and then any 2 points present on the line, and then we can tell. But it is not a particular thing, we can't measure it particularly. That's why line contains infinite number of and then collection of points. It can be extended to any length. That means I can extend in both the direction. If line is there, means I can extend in any direction, just it will move on that in that direction also, in this direction also, on both left and right side of the direction. Okay, if you take top to bottom, means it will move in the top side also, bottom side also. Now it can be it has no end points. It has no end points means I can't tell where it ends, because that's why it is called as infinite. It moves in infinite direction. That means infinite length is present there, and then it has no end points. Just we can represent a line by considering any 2 points, but we can't tell that it has end points. It has no end points. Just I can, if you want to represent the line, if I want to represent this line, means I can just write AB, and then on the top of the AB their arrowhead will be present. It is shown by arrowheads at either end of the line. On both the, if we consider a line, on both the sides there will be arrowheads present. That's what they have said, it is shown by arrowheads at either end of the line. On both the sides arrowheads will be present. Next one, it is denoted by any 2 points on it. If we consider a line, there are infinite number of points like that. We can represent all those points by capital letters, and then Another thing is I can represent a line by using any point there. Okay, capital letters, you can use any capital letters there. AP, if I want to use AP also correct, and then if I want to use BM, it is also correct, but you should write the arrowheads on both the direction on the top of the letters, so capital letters. That's how it is denoted. That means we are denoting a line by any 2 points present on the line. Next, it has capital letters or small letter. Even I can use small letters for representing the line. That means if I want to represent a line, I can write line L, but on both the direction, instead of using this, you can write simply line L. I can tell it is line L. If you are using capital letters, you can use the arrowheads on the top of the capital letters. Here we can use just line. If you want to represent by small letters, you can write line L like that. Okay, these are the important points related to concept of line, which is the first point. It contains infinite number of collection of points, and then it has some position and length. Already we said point is having position, but here it contains length also. Line contains length also. That means we can measure. We can measure means here if it it is not particular like that. Okay, it has no breadth and thickness, and then it can be extended to any length. In both the direction we can extend this line to any length. It has no end points. There are collection of points, but there are no end points. That means there are infinite number of points present on the line. It is shown by arrowheads at either end of the line. That means if I want to represent a line, I have to show it by arrowheads at both the directions. That means in this direction also, in this direction also. You should remember this. This is the difference between line and then ray. In both the direction, if you represent it by arrowheads, means it is line. In one direction, if you represent it by arrowhead, means it is ray. Next, it is denoted by any 2 points on it. That means I can consider any 2 points present in the line, and then I can represent that line. That too using capital letters. Even I can use small letters also. These are the important points related to the concept of line. Next concept related to the fundamental concepts is, already we have studied about 2 things. One is point and then another one is line, and then another one concept is present, that is ray. Here what is a ray means, it is if we consider line, inside the line there we can consider a ray also. That means it is a part of a straight line. If I consider any straight line, it may contain, if I consider any straight line means it may contain ray also. That means actually what is the ray means, it has one a fixed point from which it starts. That means we have to consider one fixed point, and then we can consider indefinite length in one direction. Then this we can call it as a ray. That means a point is moving in the it is moving in the infinitely in one direction. That then we can call it as a ray. Okay, just we can consider it as it is a part of a straight line, and then it extends indefinitely in one direction from a fixed point. If I consider any fixed point on a line, okay, if I represent this by P, and then I can just consider in this direction also as ray from the fixed point to it is moving in indefinitely in one direction. For example, arrow we can consider. If we consider arrow, it has fixed point. That means one point is present, one end point is present. That's what they have said, it has one end point. That one end point we can call it as a fixed point, and then this moves in the, then a line moves in one direction indefinitely. Then we can call it as this part of a straight line, we can call it as a ray. Okay, it is actually what part of a straight line. If I extend this in another one direction, again this also becomes another ray. That means it contains infinite number of rays. a straight line contains infinite number of rays. In any way we can represent. Okay, it is represented by arrowhead in one direction. That means if I represent any line by arrowhead in one direction, means we can consider it as a ray. We are just representing ray by arrowhead in one direction. It is just example. You can take an example of arrow. Next, it has one end point. That means one end point we can call it as a fixed point. Even fixed point we can consider it as a initial point, because a fixed point from which it starts. If a ray is starting from a fixed point, then we can call that fixed point as a initial point. That's what they have said. Initial point means actually it is starting point. We will consider it as a starting point. Starting point we can call it as an initial point. Both are one and the same. Any fixed point from which it starts, that means a ray starts, is called an initial point. These are all the concepts, and always you can represent a ray by starting with the fixed point and then any point in that line. Any point on that line, if we consider there are an infinite number of points present on that line, but there is a fixed point. One fixed point is present and then infinite number of points are present. You can consider in any way. Even if I consider P or R like that, these are the points present on the P is a point present on that line, R is a point present on that line. Then I can write AR also. AR also becomes and represented by a line with one arrowhead. Then we can consider it as ray. Okay, even we can write like this, ray AB or ray AR. Ray AR. Just you can represent like that. You need, what you have to think is always ray represent that a line with arrowhead in one direction. If I consider a complete line, means that line has two arrowheads on both the directions. But here in the case of ray, only one arrowhead will be present in one direction. Arrowhead will be present in one direction, means that represents a ray. Okay. And then these things you should remember. It extends indefinitely in one direction. Wherever we are showing the arrowhead, in that direction it is ray is moving. And then it is a part of straight line. If I consider a straight line, means it contains rays. We can represent even rays from the straight line also. Even this concept comes from the this concept. Based on this concept, there is the exercise part. We will discuss about that in the next coming classes. Okay. Next we shall move for concept of line segment. Continuing with the next concept, it is a line segment. Here we have studied already about point, line and ray. Next we are going to study about the concept of line segment. Actually these are all these are all, that means point, line, segment, ray, they are all actually part of a line. If we consider, that's why they have said that it is a part of a straight line between two endpoints. Previously we studied that in ray it is only one endpoint will be present, but here if we study about the concept of line segment, there will be two endpoints. Whatever we are considering is two endpoints. That means it is having a definite length. In the case of ray also we don't have any definite length. Even in the case of a line also we don't have any definite length, even in the case of ray, because they are extending on both the directions. This is extending on both the direction, this is extending in only one direction infinitely. That's why we can't measure a ray and then a line, but we can measure easily a line segment because it is a definite length. That's why they have defined that line segment is the length or distance between its endpoints A and B. It is not only A and B, it may be any other letters also we can consider, but the endpoints are represented by capital letters A and B in this case. That means if I want to find out the length of the line segment AB, length of line segment AB means it is actually what distance from A to B. That is the A is the end point and then B is also end point. There are two end points or two fixed points where we can easily measure the length. That's why line segment means it is a length or distance between its end points A and B, and it is actually a part of a straight line. If I consider a straight line, I can consider any two end points, 2 points. If I consider P and Q, again this becomes actually what? It is a line segment. I can even take out a line segment from the straight line. You just remember, we can take easily a line segment from the straight line. That means this is a particular length. But line is not like that, it extends in both the directions. Here in both the directions there is no arrowhead. What is the meaning of that? That means it is not a line or a ray. Okay, if you represent if you use the arrowhead in this case, means lines, means what happens? It becomes either a ray or line. So don't use arrowhead in the case of line segment. It is just a particular distance or a length between the two endpoints A and B. Even we can represent a line segment in the case of line also, like this. PQ becomes here. If I consider PQ, on the top of the PQ you can use line, means there, if you use line means what it represents is, it is a line segment PQ, and that means it is having particular length and it has two end points and it has a finite length, and we are denoting it by capital letters PQ, or it may be AB. It depends upon how you are. For example, if I check here line segment, here how many line segments are there? Means one is AC and another one is BC, another one is AB. AB is also line segment because two end points. Just you have to think about the end points here, and then only there are three line segments here. One is AC, another one is BC, and another one is AB. I can represent AB is equal to AC plus BC. That means if I want to find out this length, let us take this as 5 centimeters and this as 5 centimeters. AC equals 5 and BC equals 5 means total length how much it will be? 5 plus 5, 10. Overall it is 10 centimeter is the length of AB. AC length is how much? 5 centimeter. BC length is 5 centimeter. That means I can easily measure. If anything you are easily measuring means, in the case of line, it is what? Line segment. We can't measure a ray or we can't measure a line, because in a line, in the both directions arrow is moving, and in the case of ray, in only one direction it is indefinitely it is moving. That's why we can't measure those things, that is line and ray. But in the case of line segment we can easily measure the length. That's why they have said that it has finite length and it has two endpoints. These things you should remember. Actually it is just a basic concepts related to point, line segment and ray. These are all the important points or characteristics of point, line segment and ray. You should try to remember. Based on this only we are moving for next concepts. Okay, especially next concept comes is properties of a line. We'll see it in next.